I think it's
I'm
going to
do
be
588, whatever. Okay.
Anyway, let's do it. So here we go. This is the first game. We're going to claim first game. I know there's 3 other games, in fact, which you can go check out across the variety of streams. And of course, there is the multicast stream as well, hosted up by our beautiful man, Alexander Richardson, who will be taking you through all of the games, which is going to be pretty crazy. But if you want to stick with particular ones, you can sit in with myself and Fogs and be safely in the comfort that we are going to just be sticking with these games through and through. So Liquid versus Fanatic, very exciting drafts. We've got some different stuff already. It's TI. We are going to see a new meta evolved, and this could very much be the start of it. I am most intrigued by if we are going to see Gyro become a hero again, because there's, out of all the heroes, that feels like the hero that hasn't been a hero for the longest.
Hasn't been changed. Nothing got changed either. There's a very early pick of the Gyro, and there's a lot of burst damage coming out. Hogna alone already is one of those heroes that playing Gyro, playing a lot of those edgy heroes, just doesn't feel so great.
Up there, top DS, so a bit of a bouncy room brawl, and Fnatic were able to make sure that they got the room. DJ was able to pick it up. Now they're turning. In fact, Kuro's got to be careful. A few more right clicks and he could be done for. Piloter goes in, tethered up by DJ as Fnatic get the first blood onto Kuroki.
So starting full aggro tri-lane, now they're going to switch away. DJ's going to port bottom. Alright, good way to punish the Crystal Maiden. Not the, of course, still a pretty strong hero when you're able to get your spams off, but if you collapse on top of Crystal Maiden at the first few levels, quick easy kills. Okay. Yeah, very intrigued to see what the Gyro can do. And I'm going to be looking at this bottom lane. I think this is going to be pretty tough for Envy.
Oh yeah, the pressure's going to be on from Mind Control and Geos, that is for sure. The spam, as you say, this very strong dual lane of Shaker Pugna, it's going to cause issues, and DJ has to be very careful with his positioning.
You have to make sure to not let them double up the creep waves too much on you in this bottom lane. So Envy, you see he gets flak right away, but already double range creep coming in. Mind Control and GH already preparing to just throw that pressure out and make him blast it under the tower. Make him just mess up those. That's CS. Alright, we see the aggressive glyphs coming out every time Matu's been walking up for a creep, trying to get like the spiders built up. Abed's been using that around.
DAY doing some favourable trading here with Kuro, and with that Brain Sap and Nightmare, keeping himself safe. He's able to salve up as well, walk off, so that he's got the sustain to stay in the lane. Mid lane matchup, 8-3 against the 2-0. A very nice lane so far here from the Abed on his time.
First few levels, Matu.
Hang on. Oh, a very nice lane here for Abed as he just gets a kill 1v1. Abed's turning up, but Timmerman, he hasn't had his breakfast as it seems. He's got to wake up.
That right click looked like it did a lot of more than I thought it was going to. Actually brings down Matu, okay?
And probably got the higher end of the roll on the right click.
That's really terrifying. Brood is a hero that, sure, first 2 levels, 3 levels, you're not the strongest. It's once you start getting like your level 4, your 5, you build up those spiders, but if a Tiny just starts running away with the lane, you can deal with the Brood. You can go hunt him, because you know Brood's gonna go run to Ancients with the spiders, try to farm it. A Tiny just walks in there, you throw your tree, and you pretty much kill all the spiders in one shot.
Well, as we can see as well, ladies and gents, some new and exciting additions to the stream. As you may have already noticed at the top, we are going to be able to have that live experience difference indicator. You can see just below the gold difference. Also on the side, as you can see, the number of viewers watching that have that team selected as their favourite team. So a lot of Liquid fans turning up. I'm a little surprised at that. 12,000 of you have Liquid selected as your favourite team. Only 1,000 for Fnatic. And of course, if you want to add yourself to that number, it's all about just watching us and listening to us, of course, in-game. And whatever team you have set as your favourite team in your battle pass will give you, add you to the numbers at the top. As we can see, there's one nice little count of the towers. If you can't count yourself, don't worry. We've got the numbers.
Wow, this early start for Fnatic's fantastic in this game.
Yeah. Right,
they're playing versus this Brood Pugna, which in theory they can get kind of run over, but the ways that they set up the lanes is perfect. Universe is getting a free time top because of this tri-rotation that they did at the beginning of the game, and Abed has actually just forced Matu out. Matu's just trying to build up spiders from the jungle before he can start walking bad in.
And sure, it's not an amazing lane for the Gyro, but Envy, he's still getting something out of it, as you say. This could be a lane that could absolutely play out 10 times worse. But Envy and DJ holding their own against the pressure of Mind Control and GH. Get aggressive. Burst from Mind Control back out. They got the missile onto GH. They're going to look to give him a bit of a rundown with the balls as well, slapping in from DJ. GH, homing missile inbound. It's not going to be enough damage. It looks like they'll actually turn their attention towards Mind Control. DJ has to back away, but then turn with the Fissure and the Blast. He's in trouble, and can he survive? He has got the tether still from DJ, and it looks like he'll be fine. No one to go down on that bottom lane.
It's actually pretty, I mean, I'm sure they first picked the IO, but it's a pretty cool solution to deal with this type of, like, the dual pressure that comes up from the Pugna. You can just, if you get hit by double blasts and whatnot, you can just use your sustain perfectly. And, I mean, this mid lane is really going to be the big thing that really has to be the adjustment. How can Liquid adapt to deal with this Tiny, who's going to be level 6 already, having complete freedom?
Yeah, Matsu, well, he should be able to keep it, despite sort of getting crushed at the early stages. He's, of course, got that ancient camp that will constantly be going up and down to keep himself on par and maybe even ahead. Because sure, we do see Arbed with about a 50% lead on the last disc, but there's a lot of those will have been the Spiders.
Yeah.
Up with the cleave.
But it's, I mean, it's a top lane too. The Spectre Crystal Maiden is a very weak lane. That is an abusable lane for sure. And Universe just keeps pulling it back, and then they have a Bane. So Enigma, who is maybe a little alone, or a weaker hero with the Enigma, you could punish, but
and bottom kill opportunity potentially. GH does manage to get himself the bouncy rune. Upturn again the blast. As we're seeing it, as you say, it's a lot of damage, but they're not dying. Fanatic, they have that IO sustain. They've got up top. It was a miracle. The courier taken down there. Fanatic able to get the courier pick on.
Did it die to just a tree? Did it try the Tiny? Did Tiny throw a tree at it? I was looking at bottom.
I didn't quite catch it.
Because I know you can throw a Tiny tree at even flying courier, and it does kill the courier. So, may have been by cleave, or something along those lines. Universe now starting to back up. He looks like he's going to be just using the shrine for now, giving the Bane levels in the lane. While bottom, DJ. Down.
Get himself across. In fact, Envy's sort of in position to pick up the kill on Mike. John, he gets it. DJ's going to be fine with the bottle. And now GH, he's in trouble as well. The Rocket Barrage bringing him down low. Envy and DJ looking to find him around the tree behind GH. Does get the passive stun onto Envy, but there's the tether across, cleaning the trees out of the way. GH does have the stick charge, but the ball slopes there, and they'll pick up another. Envy with the double kill. And at the same time, Minadima, Tumberman in trouble. He's got the tree toss, won't be on target. But Tumberman will manage to keep himself safe, but 2k advantage now in terms of gold and experience. Bottom lane, Envy will go down. Mind controls have to get himself back in the lane. Can he pick up a second? No, DJ with the tether, with the TP, he's out of there. He'll make it back safely. So Mind control at least able to pick something back up as soon as he returns to the lane. Envy hanging around a little too low. But still, Fanatic, as you say, considering the drafts, it's what we say, it's a lot of the time. It's very hard to judge Fanatic from a draft because they do something different. They do something, they draft themselves into a position that you rarely see other teams do so. But they know how to play it.
The big thing really was the adjustment. They were just like, alright, we can now just move this Tiny mid versus the Brood and throw that Enigma top. And that's really what's just setting up their lanes to such success right now. And of course, that start, having DJ on the IO as well as Paladin the Bane starting up top to put the pressure on the Miracle. Fantastic start for Fnatic right now. So Liquid, they're going to have to really be playing around mind control. Once he gets 6, we're probably going to see that's the thing they focus around. But it's mostly just going to be GH and Kuro making the moves around the map. Assist the lanes. Matu. Taking some pressure in the mid. Level 7 versus a level 9 Tiny.
Oh, they're absolutely crushing it. Matu. He nearly came back and died.
He was just jungling. Abed threw the tree blind. He killed all the spiders too with that tree.
He's got to be careful.
He thinks now Matu probably expects there to be a ward there because that was a blind tree throw. You see him pinging it out right away, expecting something like that.
Smart stuff from Abed.
He knows what he's doing. He's been lingering in this area too, kind of just sapping experience, expecting Matu to be trying to do this. GH, bottom rune. We have Arbed on the high ground here. GH could get cornered off. Indeed, Envy heading in with the missile rocket barrage. Arbed's there with the wraparound. There's no escape for GH's Fnatic. Pick up another kill. 5-1. That's Liquid. All 3 lanes not going to plan. That's for sure on top lane. Need to lead in with the Nightmare, getting in position. Universe surrounding Kuroki. Kuroki will try and retreat. He's got the stick charges. We'll be fine. But every lane seems to be a bit of a danger zone now for Liquid because of the start that Fnatic have got. Yep. What you're saying? I think it's like playing around mind control is going to be the biggest thing. If not, they have to do double rotations. They have to start making dual moves with Kuroki as well as GH just to try to fix these lanes. Because it's getting to be a big problem right now. Wards. Alright, Pi does have 1 ward right now. He did place the deep one toward the shrine, but I'm assuming they're just going to be placing pretty invasive wards so that Abed can just run around and do his own thing in this game.
Oh,
look at that, all the spiders.
Oh, it's beautiful. for seeing Broodmother spiders die. It's something that we can all empathize.
He's such a good Blink Dagger. And looking at Liquid's heroes, who's their beat guy, right? Who's the frontliner?
I mean, it's going to be the Spectre in about, what, 50 minutes?
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the thing at the moment.
This Tiny is going to be able to one-shot pretty much anybody on the map that he runs into. So they're going to have to adjust for that. They're going to have to get bracers, cloaks, and raindrops or something. And we do see Mind Control at least has that already. He's got the cloak, he's got the bracer, and the raindrop. So prepared for when Abed does get that early Blink Dagger.
This sub-universe getting some heavy pressure onto the tier 1 tower of Liquid at this 10-minute mark. Something that, in terms of damage, they've managed to do half the damage on the bottom half of the map, Liquid, but this top tower certainly looking to be in the worst places. Fnatic, really.
Actually, I like that he went for the Dominator this game, because I know the rise of the Midas was starting to come back, but in this game he's going to be so good at pushing
and look at this bottom. Abed's coming in with the wraparound. GH trying for the TP out, the avalanche is there from Abed, turning up at just the right time. Envy turns, holds his ground, slams GH in the face with a bullet. As Fnatic again, they're turning up. Game 1 of the international group stages for Fnatic. This first 10 minutes against Liquid. And they're got to be feeling on a bit of a high right now. This is the way that you dream of starting your TI games.
I mean, especially when you're playing with a lineup with an IO too.
And against Liquid, last year's champions.
Yeah. Like they have this IO who now, you get your urn started, you start building up those urn charges, and you can just keep your heroes on the map. You keep that presence going, you keep that pressure going. So we thought maybe Liquid, with this Brood, with this Pug, that they can apply the pressure. Fnatic has gotten the lanes perfectly already. Yeah, 4K advantage, everything.
Interesting to see that though, as you can see from the in-game win probability, it's still 49-51, very close between the two teams, obviously taking into account the previous games of both sides, I do believe. And of course their win rates and such with specific heroes. So understandable that despite the fact that Liquid is behind, it's absolutely not over for them. We've seen Liquid, of course, many times come back from situations much worse than this one is. They're 4K behind, but they do have comeback heroes. You know, Spectre, good horn usage can certainly bring you back into the game very nicely.
Guro, brought down by quick brain tap, and Malthus, do some right clicks as well. They're starting to get their ultis online. So Earthshaker 6, we've got Spectre, Han as well, but look at the levels. GH is higher level than Miracle right now. Oh the shit.
Top lane. Let's get slapped. GH messing around. He sees the opportunity to double team's kills and he'll go. Drop the slap. Abed is there. Doesn't actually manage to get the kill with the cleave hit there. Off the back of GH, bringing down Miracle. Abed to be played around with a bit, but he's at a fantastic point at the moment. He is very tanky. There's no way that these heroes can deal with him as he runs in with the Tiny, slams down Kuro, crushing him with his fist.
They can't deal with Tiny unless Pugna's there. That's the only way they have the damage solution for him at the moment. I mean, it's 2,000 HP already, 8 armor. These heroes cannot pierce through that. Maybe once Matu starts getting these items finished up, which he's getting close now. He actually is about to finish up the Diffusal Blade, which is the new build that we've been seeing. It's like Medallion Diffusal, or you do the Medallion Orchid. Yep. See some Chinese players, I saw the Aquila thrown in sometimes, but there's been a bit of an adaptation in the recent past.
Universe has pretty much got his Blink Dagger on the Enigma, so we are going to certainly expect to see some big plays from him, as you say, especially once he has the BKB. It is a game where there's definitely potential for big black holes to be had with good selection of melee heroes. And bottom lane Abed just in with the jump onto Mind Control. He's gone. They've got the chase down to GH as well. He cannot slow down Envy and DJ long enough, and they'll surely be able to continue to chase him down with the Rocket Barrage. GH is gone. 12 for 2. Fnatic absolutely killing it.
It is really snowballing out of control. When you have a Broodmother and you're 6K behind at the 13-minute, it's not feeling like a very good plan. But this could be another comeback maybe. But the reinforcements from Fnatic, they even throw back Kuro.
Oh, he's speed.
Abed still on the chase, he's got a tree. Bottom. The tree throw, and Kuro.
GH has TP'd into this. I don't know if that was the plans, he's just dead.
He is dead.
I mean, maybe Liquid wants to give everyone a bit of a chance here. It's looking rough. This is Liquid.
They're in incredibly deep trouble right now. Because Miracle's level 7. He's queued up the Vanguard, he's got phase boots, but he's nowhere near anything. And Fnatic's just got a plethora of items right now on everybody. This is looking grim. Grim for Liquid.
Bottom tower has fallen.
And the thing is, like we were mentioning, they have the IO. They've got all these heroes with sustain. They've got IO, they've got Dominator, and
they just aren't staying on the map.
Yeah, they just don't have to go back ever. It's always going to be that presence that Liquid just can't really deal with unless they actually start making moves with multiple heroes. I think maybe 3-man, 2-man smokes, throw the Spectre, Haunt in. That's how they can start coming back. They do have the Echo available again too, so let's see what they can do. Abed.
They're trying to go on him here with the horn. Oh, there's okay with the full 5-man. They've got him. They've got the damage. They'll take down Abed. Good bit of money there going towards Matuma Man. Now they can put a little bit of pressure on the tier 1 themselves. Fortification will come out. We'll see if Fnatic want to try and contest this and hold them off. They do have that blink, as you can see there, spotted out by the ward. So Liquid will know Link Dagger is there for Universe and should be able to make preparations for it as such.
Look at Envy. Even using the call down to make sure that DJ can get the bounty in his bottle. All 4 bounties. For Fnatic. Liquid able to claim a tower. Still quite a long way for that road to recovery.
And this is going to be interesting to see, because I feel like Fnatic, I know it's a bit of a joke. We've seen them win a lot of games where they're used to being behind. When was the last time you sort of saw Fnatic crush like this? It's at this early stage. It's not. It doesn't feel very Fnatic to win a game when they're ahead. I feel like we've got to see this game swing vastly in Liquid's favour then back for Fnatic to be able to close it up. And in bottom lane, GH trying to get into he does have the slam. We'll drop it here onto Envy, but able to stick charges, and with DJ backing up, there's just not enough damage to bring down anyone that's being tethered by DJ at this stage of the game on Liquid's up.
They have to have one of the big cores there to be dealing with damage. Still Mind Control being the biggest one to get that damage in. Because, I mean, Matu does do a lot of damage, but walking into that lineup from Fnatic as a Brood is still pretty tough. Free toss again.
Easy mode.
Easy mode. So you mentioned, you know, Fnatic when they have leads. We've seen Fnatic with leads.
Yeah, well, but most of the
time, sure.
Most of the time, this is a team that will be down and will swing the game back around.
Yeah.
Like, can they close it up with the advantages that they have? I mean, that is the question. Like, at what point are we going to see Fnatic really amp it up and start to really clean up those tier 2s and go up towards the high ground? What are they waiting?
I mean, that's the important thing, and that's the thing that we always talk about when we're talking about Fnatic, is when they do get that lead, they tend to, sometimes they chill out, and everyone just starts doing their farm thing, and that's when they start getting picked off, so they do have to, I think when they get that, like the BKB finished on Envy, that's going to be the thing to rally around, because they'll have a couple extra items, that they've already got the blink on Enigma.
Look at this up top, Pi finding the setup with the straight up Beam Script onto Miracle, buying time for Envy to be relocated in by DJ. They'll instantly pick up the kill.
They're going to set up for the relocate, but TV's already coming in. Fnatic's setting back up. They make it in time.
DJ? The Nightmare? Can they keep DJ alive? No, he will fall with Universe. He's in with the backup, gets cancelled straight away by Kuroki, so Universe will fall. DJ did buy back for this. Piloter gets cornered in by the Spiders. There's Liquid able to take sort of the first sort of team fight as such in their favour there. As they punish sort of the broken upness of Fnatic. Abed does go in for a pickup kill. The tree toss brings GH down low, head forward and toss away the mind control to kill off the Shaker. Tunnel Man trying to chase down Abed. Abed does have the sustain of DJ. Looks like he'll hold back from diving too far into the tower. Abed quickly cleaves up the Spiders.
Having a ward there in that situation, there's that lane ward. Giving that vision so they can get the tree and Abed.
And they're finding mind control of the tree line as well. So at the end of the day, sure, Liquid, as we saw there, were able to get sort of 3 kills in return, cancelling the black hole and such, but Fnatic were able to quickly turn back up to that bottom lane and keep themselves comfortably ahead, as we can see. Still an 8k lead, only 18 minutes in, 21-6.
I mean, Abed's such a big problem. 913, 219 last hits.
It's very hard to get. We saw him die the once when they had 5 heroes on him with the horn. That was the only time that we've seen him go down, and it still took some time as such. So in terms of being able to deal with Abed in a situation where he's got the team around him, it's at this point of the game, it looks very hard for Liquid to take down that Tiny.
Yeah. GH getting close to the dagger, though. Okay. That's the big thing that could catch Fnatic off guard. They have to watch out how they're clumping. But Envy does have BKB. Looks like it might just be time to start setting up for that aggression. And I imagine this is going to be the game where we do see, of course, the IO getting the level 15 Axe bonus. Because lately we have seen it, but it's mostly severe damage, but this game looks like an Axe bonus game. Especially from Gyro. Kuro. Maybe they try to transition into a Roche. They've got pretty heavy damage coming in between them. Will be the choice. Actually, okay. They're relocating bottom to try to maybe make this more unexpected. It's Roche.
Liquid are certainly sort of drawing their attention down towards bottom. Is relocate out. They'll say you can have that tower, because we're in the pit. And now Liquid, with that pressure put down there, can they get to the pit in time? I don't know if they can. They're teeping over to the shrine. Can GH make the jump? He's got this blink, he's got to go straight away. Pop the smoke. So they want to see it there, with that neutral, look to jump, they get there in time, they put the horn. So now Fanatic being forced out of the pit, Envy does have the BKB, GH popped the slam, but he's been stunned up by the homing missile. GH tries to juke himself back towards the pit, but he'll fall. Envy gets the kill on the Shaker. And towards the high ground, Pilot being chased down by Matuma Man as Fanatic have lost 2. Abed going back towards the pit, the buyback coming out from Pilot Eye. Roshan incredibly low. They don't have detection here, Liquid, so they're just trying to go for it. They don't know that Abed is here. Abed staying in and now will reveal himself, get the kill, but Matuma Man snatches the Aegis. Abed did not pick it up. So Abed will go down. Jump forward from Universe. He does have the Black Hole, but doesn't want to commit for it, as it's only him and DJ. The Decrepify, the control from Kuroki holding Universe down. Universe, he will fall as well, as the blast is there from Mind Control. And despite Abed's best attempt there to pull off a big play, they're losing it, Fnatic. It's down to just a 2k advantage. Liquid coming back into the game big time around the pit. And there's now that Aegis on Matuma Man.
They got so split up. It was pretty much, you saw GH, they saw the TP coming in from all 4 heroes on the shrine because they had a ward, and they saw the smoke come out, so they saw GH running in, so they kind of panicked. They dispersed all in different directions, so Pi and Universe went to the left, while the rest of the heroes went to the right. So they got isolated by the Brood on the left side, and the team fight, Envy's BKB wears out, and they actually can't make their way back into that Roche pit, even if Abed has that invis. There's still too much magic damage that can come out from Liquid onto Envy.
Envy is going to try and chase the Fisher. Very nicely placed there to slow down that push and make sure Envy can't catch it. Abed might still find some. The homing missile set up onto Mind Control, they'll go on to him. He's got the self to Decrepify the blast, trying to keep himself alive with the life train. Mind Control, he's actually going to be okay. There's no homing missile coming in. GH gave the fish, but there's the BKB. Envy not messing around, committing with the BKB. He sees some ancients, he'll take those instead, as he doesn't want to chase any further. Will get himself a little bit of farm, but still, what a swing. You know, the fact that this game that was an 8k advantage for Fnatic, it's now pretty much even.
Yeah.
Those buybacks around the pit and the failure to successfully take the fight, sure they got the kill on the rush, but they didn't manage to pick up the Aegis.
And that was with DJ also just picking up the mech right before that fight. So they had that like extra burst of heal, it just still wasn't enough, and now he's got level 15, so he's got the tethered ag bonus for Envy as well. Such a bit of a power surge coming in between the two of them. Envy can farm a lot harder, also it's like he pretty much gets his free attack speed from it.
And then Abed able to get himself another free solo kill as Kuro's out low.
We'll see that. Well, we won't really probably get to see those, but bottom.
High again is there to follow. There is the relocate comes in. They're looking towards Miracle. Miracle will go towards the high ground. He's got the blade mail. Can they find him? That's the question. Universe clears the trees nicely with the Midnight Pulse to make sure that they can have the vision to beat him down. And they do find Miracle.
Pi playing Bane, always able to find those pickups. Still a lot because of the wards. That's one of the biggest things I've seen from Fnatic. And most whenever Pi's on the team is the warding tends to be pretty good on them. They know the priorities that they want to be taking, and they know if a team is starting to split up after their ultis are down, he knows usually where they're going to be getting for those farms, like those desperate hard camps.
Middle tower is
The Dagon build, I might control just wanting to blow up the target quickly. I think that's been more so builds we've seen on the
You'll see there a breakdown of how each team is getting their gold. So, what's the ping? I'm sure you guys will understand that graph.
I didn't see it. I won't. This from kills, it looks like, I mean, Liquid's gotten a lot of gold, just comeback kills, especially from that Roche pit. That'll happen when you're at a deficit. And now Matu, we were mentioning how he can be a bit scared until he gets that BKB to just run in, but with this BKB now, he can actually just go for the backlines. If he can just get on top of Pi, get on top of DJ, it's going to make their team fight a lot more difficult on the side of Fnatic. And Liquid, in theory, they should be able to have the vision advantage in all these fights. They pop Spectre ult, and they know pretty much where everybody's going to be. Game here. As they don't want to get too aggressive on the side of Fnatic into this Aegis.
See Liquid still needing a fair bit more time to really get the Miracle Spectre into the game, but they do have the Miracle.
Yeah.
It is that, as you say, once the game sort of does slow down to the point where Liquid can fight as four and consistently keep the pressure and attention away from Miracle, Miracle is going to be able to eventually climb back up to the top. It's going to take time, so it was all on Fnatic to keep that pressure up and make sure that the space is not given to the Spectre.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's always going to be that scary beast.
Dire's bottom tower.
So that late game, your supports just suffer. Radiance, Manta, if you get to that point, the game's going to be very difficult for Fnatic.
Tower for Liquid. Lane Arbed. The lane's pressured in. Again, as we can see, the win probability did go up to 65% for Fnatic, but now it's pretty much back even. If anything, starting to shift in the general direction of favouring Liquid as the game goes on.
We've got the BKB Satanic first two items on Envy. As we mentioned, he has the Aghanims bonus from the IO, so he just feels like surviving is the most important thing. He just wants to be in that front line.
But very close to having his BKB too. We'll have these big items on the cores that say could indicate that they want to start speeding things up a little bit.
Yeah, it could be go time soon.
Yeah, I mean, Universe has got his BKB done.
And I think did Abed switch? He's going for Silver Edge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he just wants to be able to break the Spectre.
Kill the Spec.
Yeah. Be pretty decent versus Brood as well.
3k gold towards the relic. It's getting close.
Look at Matu, what he's been doing with the Brood. You'll see on the minimap, you see tons of little brown dots. He's actually been spreading his spiders all across, trying to scout information whenever they do split up. And he's just sitting in the tree lines while doing this too. He's just like in a place where they can't kill him. He's like near the Ancients kind of with his spiders, just making sure that he's giving all the info. While you see the other three on Liquid, they're all sitting behind the most important person in the game for them, the Spectre. Nice, and a good job. He was kind of spazzing out in tree good.
Chill. Find who first pie. We'll manage to get the D-Ward.
He comes out of smoke as well too, so they're like, yeah, and Fnatic smoke at the top. And Miracle during all this has gotten
He's going to have the relic.
Yeah.
That sort of window that can be the hard one to get through if the pressure's up. And at a point in this game, it really was up against Liquid. They were not coming out of the lanes as planned. Now, the Spectre getting back into it, has the gold for the relic.
And they still are kind of sitting in this like zone around him. You see either like Kuroki and GH sitting behind him, or even 3 heroes sitting behind him. Just, yeah, you know how important that Spectre really is that timing. Even though it's coming out late, it's going to be that important for them anyway. And now it's just lots of survivability items, it looks like, on Liquid. It looks like My Control queued up the Aeon Disc, Kuroki queued up the Aeon Disc, GH a Yule Scepter. So ways to make sure that they can prolong themselves in the fight. Get more spells off so that the Spectre and the Broodmother can do their job. Trying to be this, ward monster. He's just trying to make sure that they can keep their control of this vision here. He just placed all Liquid. You saw them all playing around the bottom and right side, so that's also where they have the vision.
Yeah, there's a Glimmer. Actually, Arbed, at least I guess the Liquid popped the double damage out of his bottle as soon as he saw the CM. Be able to get opportune use with it. As Fnatic can't find a fight, but expected Liquid playing safe, sitting up inside their base behind Miracle.
Any unexpected talents we've seen? I think all the ones that I've seen are pretty much the standards. I don't think any was outside the box. No. Standard make. I haven't seen the Spectre one, the Dagger cooldown being the people have been taking that one pretty much every time now that I've seen in pubs, except for the 8 stats.
Top. Look at the setup of GH, indeed sat behind Miracles there with Vision to back him up. Has the ability to cancel the Fiend's Grip with 5. Lambert walk up Ahmed decided to get a 3-man avalanche. Indeed, that would be enough for them to clean up GA. Miracle. Hit by the missile, they're jumping in. First, got the midnight bodies commit. Shot the BKB black hole to hold Miracle in place. No hesitation there from Universe. Seized the chance to get that big solo kill on Miracle. And with the BKB black hole, there was nothing that Liquid could do to save him. They tried with the life drain, but that was not going to be enough. So.
It's just going to be a farming kills though. They can't actually breach high ground out of this. They know the Roche is up, but that's a bit risky. They're just going to try to farm out the enemy jungle, make sure they push out the waves as well on Envy.
Mid, high, farm it to them, leave with the trees. I think the spiders with the trees are by the time we'll get it. That does lose his life then, standing around a little too long. They head up to the high ground and find him. To my man. Across the pit. You say, yeah, Fanatic, despite those kills, hard for them to take any sort of further objective.
Radiance is almost up for Miracle, about 600 away.
Fanatic, can they stop Liquid getting?
They know the black hole's down, right? They know Fiend's Grip as well as black hole were used. I believe they know that the relocate was used as well. That's going to be coming up soon, but the big one is, of course, Universe's black hole.
Yeah, they do still have ways to sort of bully them out of the pit, but it is going to be hard, especially when they're taking down as quick as they are. The cooldown from Envy, they'll chuck the tree as well. Find the connection. But Fanatic, can they actually get in there? There's the Bishop and G blocking Envy out of the pit. And Universe will jump in, but the Aegis has already been picked up as Universe will fall to his death. And Fanatic, they just have to get out of there. They were unable to fight around that pit. As Miracle in with the hole, ready to chase down someone, gets that Spectral Dagger slow onto Envy. Slam is down for GHC, catches both Envy and TJ off guard. TJ to fall, Frostbite on Envy, holds him in place. That's a triple kill for Matuma-Man as Fanatic starting to crumble. They had this lead, but it's now slipping away a distant memory. Matuma-Man now top of the net worth, and Miracle Spectre each and every team fight climbing back ahead as he does now have that Radiance online, so the fights are not going to get any easier for Fanatic.
He was trying to kind of bait them in there too. You saw him sitting at 400 HP, but with the cheese, he's just like, I hope they turn for me. They did, yeah, he instantly pops it.
It's such an awkward position, you say, for Fanatic, because they feel like you have to do something about this, but how do they?
I mean, they don't have Black Hole, right? And this fissure by GH, it doesn't even connect, but it did the job, right? You see it's lots of path, and Envy's like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds of his BKB there, and then they're able to re-engage on him afterwards.
Ahmed is trying to jump in onto mind control. He will manage to take down one. Can he get Kura? No, Kura challenging the ult. Can they kill Ahmed in time? Again, Kura will fall as GH sits on his head as he gets tossed upon him. Universe tries the BKB TP out, but the damage from Matuma-Man is too high. Again, Liquid short. Fanatic got a couple of pickoffs, but it's another exchange that's favoring Liquid.
Yeah, and Matu. How did Matu start this game? 0-2, right? 9-2-4 now on this Broodmother. An incredible recovery, top of the net worth after everything that has played forward.
Now the question is, how well can Fnatic hold high ground? Pretty well.
Pretty strong. Just depends on if they lose.
Gyro. I mean, with the tree throw, it always pretty much cleans up a creep wave.
It's a good amount of pressure on Universe with his black holes though, because you can see as soon as black hole's down, Liquid feels an immense amount of power coming through.
I don't know how that's done. Apparently Brood is banned against Liquid 188% of the time, which is understandable because Matuma-Man's pretty good, but I'm not quite sure if it's mathematically possible. But there was a team that you're going to find a way to draft Brood, sorry, ban Brood against them more times than even possible. Liquid would sadly be the one, but as we saw, they got it through here, and not really to sort of Fnatic's mistakes in the draft. This was an early Brood pick, wasn't it?
It was the third pick.
Third pick Brood, straight up, and it short at the start. Fnatic did have the edge. They were able to get the lanes to sort of make sure that Matuma-Man's start the game was low, but Matuma-Man being Matuma-Man, always going to have a very strong chance of coming back into the game as he has done here.
So spin these Roshans, right? The Roshans is really the big comeback for Liquid. Fnatic tried to do that neat little relocate play bottom on the first one. It delays their Roshan a bit for Liquid to get there in time, so. Still with this Aegis, playing very confidently, having 4 heroes just perched around. The Broodmother as Miracle just farms in the backlines with taunt available. And this is the, we're getting close to that item timing that we were saying for the Spectre, that is absolutely terrifying. He gets this. I mean, the Manta's gonna make everything so much harder for them to deal with. It's that extra damage, there's more confusion inside the fights.
What is the plan for Fnatic? It really feels like they have to make this team fight work with the Black Hole and the Jar. They just haven't really had the chance to do so.
I think a really big, important thing for Fnatic is just to be making sure that they have at least a vision in. These pickoffs, whenever Liquid is split up, whenever they're doing this 4-on-4-and-1.
Radiant just scan down bottom, so they know that Miracle's hiding in the trees. Miracle is going to start to play around with Arbed, though. Arbed has got the shadow. Himself in, Miracle. Popping himself out of there with a one. Backs. What's the mid? The pressure being put on now as Matulaman walked himself up to the barracks. But that Haunt Miracle was able to pick off Pylai Die.
That was Glyph used, and they took out the tier 3, and they got a kill out of that Haunt. And still having Aegis. Now they put on some more map pressure. They got a Shrine, because that tier 3's been taken. More economy for them, and they've already accrued a 6k advantages. Quickly climbing, while Fnatic is kind of stuck in their base, as Liquid does whatever they want on the map.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
This is, as we said, at the start of the game it's like, oh, Liquid looking a bit rocky, but then Liquid were like, hey, hold on guys, we'll wait until we're sort of 20 minutes down the line. This is back to being pretty much the Liquid you expect to see. Turning up the TI, doesn't matter how far behind they are at the start, they'll find a way to get back in. Black Hole will be dropped onto Matulaman. Can they actually get him off though? He's still got the BKB, he's trying to retreat. Arbed is going to get caught by GH jumping into the Echo Snap onto Arbed. Matulaman managing to keep himself alive. Looking to toy around with Arbed with the homing missile, and Tritos will actually get Matulaman finally killed off. Arbed does get bursted down by the Netherward there as he tried to cast a spell.
It's a buyback from Matulaman. They know the Enigma Black Hole's down. I guess they just want to try to push forward.
GH, Fisher, DJ, Miracle, Diamond, Impress. He's got that Radiance. It's enough to kill off DJ. DJ keeping the distance. Another dagger flies through. DJ will be popped. Fnatic just getting pulled apart.
Arcane Rune Spectre. Just, you know, a 4-second cooldown on the dagger. So he's pretty much 500 movement speed running at this IO non-stop.
And this game, it feels like this game may be borderline over. Liquid.
That was with the Aegis timed out as he got Black Holed as well. So it was a pretty unfortunate time for Liquid, but either way they were able to sustain it. Yeah, just seeing the power.
I mean, this is really Liquid sending a message. It's like, look, we can pick third pick Brood, you can counter us, you can win the lanes, you can get 10k advantage in the first 15 minutes, but then we'll come back and we'll win the game. And they've got the Haunt, they're going in, Universe popping the BKB, Pylai getting focused down by Miracle, Pylai is gone, MB having to retreat, Arbed is going to jump in with the combo onto Miracle. Is it enough to bring Miracle down though? He's got the dagger to get back out on the base. The home missile still chasing him down, but Matulaman will fall, so he's down for 2 minutes. Miracle does get stunned up on the side. Kuro comes in with a frostbite onto Arbed, but now Kuro himself in trouble. As the homing missile's inbound, Fnatic looking to chase down and take another on Liquid.
Reloading top.
They're going straight in. They're going for the push. The Miracle will buy back instantly as soon as he sees that play come in. As his buyback will force them back, but Fnatic certainly showing us that they do still have signs of life, the classic signs of Fnatic life as well. They're now behind. You know, this is where they're ready to play.
Yeah.
So, if anything, this is just setting out to be the game that we could have hoped to start TI. We're seeing it all. We're seeing Fnatic win lanes. We're seeing them throw games. We're seeing them bring back the games into their favour. Slightly. It's still a lead for Liquid, but it could go that way. We see some other sort of crazy IO plays, and we know that IO in DJ's hands, it's there. We've seen it already this year. But when it comes into sort of late game plays, late game calls like that, to go for the split for the rat, Fnatic, they've got it down to a T. And Liquid have to be careful about these plays sort of outmaneuvering them.
And they have to be careful right now. This is their time that they can, I mean, not lose the game, but lose at least a barracks, because there's no room for free.
Yeah, it's dead for 40 seconds.
Mind control protecting his Netherward as best as possible. The daggers begin. They will get a range track, Envy, and continue forward.
To the fishing universe, goes to the BKB Black Hole onto Rouge. He doesn't get it at all. as he's got to retreat now. Miracle's there, ready to lead in there, to jump in from GH with the slam. That's going to be University. Okay, DJ saving Envy just in time. But Miracle's there to chase down, of course, with the Hawk. Will still pick up DJ. Envy does get himself back to base. Arbet being chased. There's a miss slot to Miracle. Arbet sort of eyeing up the chance of going back in, but no, he heads up to the high ground. They see him. They've got the Fisher play from GH Arbet. He gets Miracle. Miracle's got to be careful, but he's keeping himself off the side. The toss, the avalanche, the missile. Miracle nearly getting himself the satire. Doesn't quite do it. He has seen Glimmercade. Miracle will live. They do kill off Arbet on top of that cliff. Now Arbet's down for 100 seconds. You got no Universe for 40 seconds, no DJ for 60.
All of Liquid's up now too, so it's pressure time. And their waves are in an okay spot. Top is pushing a little bit, but they've got mid and they've got bottom already forced in, so they can make their way down bottom.
And we love it. Butterfly into Rapier. The question, are we going to see this game go on to the point where it is? Maybe, but the way that this game's going up and down short at the moment.
Rat's dead.
The Rats, for sure. It's a long try, 70 seconds. I mean, how long until the Black Hole's back up? 80 seconds. Now it's looking really run for Fnatic. Liquid have a large opening here to really clean up the base. Unless Envy can do some crazy plays on the gyro, we'll have, as we say, DJ back within 20. There's a second set of racks cleaned up by Liquid.
And this is a double siege creep wave coming in for Liquid too. Perfect timing for them as they're pushing this. I don't think he's great with this.
Now they'll be able to take GH out straight away. GH, of course, will buy back immediately. Just remember the BKB trying to commit off the racks, but now he's backing off. BKB's time to wear off. He's got the move speed of the webs. The slow from the ball's not quite enough to hold him back. As they will back off, but at the same time, this is Fnatic pushing Liquid away from Fnatic's final set of racks. So they do keep that last lane alive.
It's important to do that. At least they prolong it, right? We want Envy to get that Rapier.
Can they contest Roche though? As we say, it's another bit of time where they do not have the black hole. They don't have the black hole though.
You can't give like 8.
They don't have the BKB on Envy.
Yeah,
I still down for Itekas. He's trying to go in. The Hawk's going to be popped immediately. The Frostbite, the Zap, the Life Drain onto Envy. He needs somebody. He needs an help. There can't be any help. The DJ gets control on the side. He couldn't get it with the save. So that's going to be Envy dead. He buys back straight away. Highlight die as well. Going to get back into the game. Arvo with the BKB. And the damage isn't enough for the Spectre to go down. It isn't. As he's going to be fine. Miracle gets himself down to the low ground and out of harm's way as Liquid keep control around the pit. Another attempt to fight around there, but they didn't quite have the black hole. They do now have the black hole back up, and in fact, Roshan still at about half health.
Universe has to heal though. He's back at base.
He's got that black hole. If he can get there,
get in there. DJ's dead for 50.
He's TPing over. Did walk back to base, so he's still at the TP available. Liquid know though. They're up on the high ground. They know that the black hole is back up.
They're playing it patient. They're letting they're letting Miracle run around, pick up items. He's got the heart now finished, so there comes the regen.
The Dagon being scaled up as well.
Yeah. They're playing it patient. They know that Fnatic's the ones really under the gun here to make sure that Liquid doesn't get the rush. While Liquid, they know they're so comfortable in this game now. Let the action come to them. They've got Haunt in 50 seconds. If they really want it, they can wait that whole time while Miracle just walks around farming the map. Because Fnatic, they don't take the rush fast enough, even if it's low. Their base also continuing to get pressured. Those two waves, two side lane, or the mid lane as well as the side lane bottom. On 28 seconds. That Rapier has become a pet dream. Having to buy back. The smoke comes out. They're going to try to take advantage of Spectre Haunt being down for a few seconds,
and
but
he doesn't have flak for 25 seconds.
Yeah.
So he's fighting without flak here.
And Miracle just starts running in. He knows Haunt's coming back up. He's got a heart. He's got no fear walking into all this right now.
They're losing tier 4s here. The creeps.
Yep.
So there's the ping gonna come out from Pilot Eye.
And now Liquid's ready to go in the pit. They've got Haunt ready, and look at where look where Miracle's positioned himself, just in the front line still.
Like, how do you find the black hole? It's gonna be so hard. I'm betting Groot on though now. So he doesn't get it. They'll jump in now. Just let's hit 2-man black hole there, and with that control, they'll be able to burst down. But Miracle does not have buyback. He has. It's still on cooldown for a minute and 40 seconds. So sure, Liquid. They got the Roshan, but Tumberman was able to get the Aegis Cheese and Refresher. But they're actually all DJ. But GH gets the slam. He's able to kill one, but he's going to lose his life for that. I mean, now they're 2 heroes dead, 100 seconds. They may have got the rush, but Liquid, they're 2 people down for 100. They do not have buyback.
They're going to run to the base though.
Just go.
Yeah, they're going to run to the base though here. The tier 4 is down to 100.
So My Control's going to try for the split.
Yeah, My Control's going to try to split it off here. Matumba has Bucha travels as well. But this is very concerning here. And he's just running in.
He is.
Uh-oh.
They're just going for the tier 4s. Man, looking towards Abed. Take a look at Abed. Dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Envy is in trouble as well. He's been wearing high life drain and turn towards the man. DJ getting focused down by the spider. They've got the Jagremma fight. The burst damage and okay.
Alright.
This is what
Matumba Man's still pretty scary even on his own, throwing just a couple spells.
Alright. So yeah, another next level play from Lucas. We'll let GH start. We'll let Miracle die for 100 seconds. They're gonna go straight for the tier 4s and then we're just gonna send a spider at them. And it's all going to be okay, and it actually looks like it should be. I mean, Universe, where's the Black Hole backup? Not for some time, I know he has...
80 seconds.
He has, of course, no, he's not quite got the Octarine, he didn't quite finish it off, so he hasn't got that reduced cooldown. And Emery's got no buyback. There's still no Spectres, Miracle's down for 35 seconds, but that is going to still leave that 50-second window where they are without a gyro contact.
It's pretty absurd how hard Broodmother hits at level 25.
Yeah.
That talent, 200% lifesteal, 200 bonus damage.
You're not killing him. If you can't kite him or keep him off you, any right click you get, bam, he is gone.
Like, look at this. Watch how fast he turns. Like, Abed hasn't built any armor items this game, so he is a bit low on the armor. So versus that AC, look how quick he chunks him down. Look at the damage on this spider.
Look
just quickly runs right through them.
I just noticed we got a new stat as well. You see that, folks? We've got 8 PM. We're StarCraft now, boys.
I didn't even see that.
Look at that. 8 PM of Universe, only 150. Oh, there we go. GH is 8 PM, 250. Who's got the best 8 PM?
Wait, where do you see that? Am I blind?
No, just above the talents.
Oh, I do see it. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
we've got an 8 PM counter, boys. Who's got the best 8 PM? Is it? Oh, only 148 on the Brood. That's pretty low. Oh, December.
247 on Abed.
Wait, how has he got so much more APM than
It's
the Brood?
just clicking. He's just clicking a lot more. So maybe just click a lot.
I see.
If you click between movements, that all counts. Every little action, right?
Are you,
if you click stop spam.
Are you saying that's the... I like that. I like more.
I always like APM. APM's always... Oh, Kuro.
Oh, only 87. Someone get that man an auto clicker. Needs to click a bit faster.
Another Arcane Rune for Miracle this time around. Oh, that 4-second dagger cooldown. And he's also got the Refresher Shard now, too.
What? They didn't get the racks. They didn't get racks.
They didn't get the racks. But they have a 20k gold advantage.
Kuro with that.
Oh, Kuro. That was Kuro's heart.
It's Kuro's armor.
I did see it on the courier, but I didn't think it was his.
I mean, yeah, with the freezing field, if he sits there and lets it go, it's going to be hard to stop him from letting it go. And there's a Refresher Shot still on GH. Ooh,
oh, they gave it to GH. Okay, I thought they were just going to keep it on Miracle.
It's a 92% win rate. Sorry, win probability. I feel like I would actually give Fanatic more than the 8% because it's Fanatic. You know what I mean? They do crazy stuff.
The scary
so they're very far behind in this game.
They're so reliant on Universe getting like a 2 or 3 or more hero black hole. But they have buybacks, they have ages, they have cheese now at this point coming back up, right?
Oh, this could be the downfall though. CMV, he's
did he switch it?
He switched the rapier out as quick, but come on. You know you need the rapier. I mean, sure.
He might be getting to the point
very good against the slime.
And against the Mega Creeps once they're probably going to get against
I guess,
right?
Yeah. And of course, yeah, with the Axe Tether bonus from the IO, but it's not a rapier.
It's not a rapier. We want it.
It's alright, as I said, this game's going to be either 20 minutes or 200 minutes. We're going to get to the point where he has a rapier, I'm sure. I mean, there's been lots of times where it felt like this game was going to be over and it just hasn't been.
This is one of those, like, the third brush is usually one of those big ones though, right? It's like you get the double slam, you get the AGCs, and most people are starting to hit the level 25s, getting their buybacks. So you look at Miracle, he's been farming a bit, not for an item, it looks like he's just farming for buyback.
I mean,
so he can buy back Haunt if he just runs in.
I think it's just sort of you were saying, sure, GH is the best player, but is there not sort of an argument that the Refresher Shot's even nicer on the Spectre?
Like, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I think usually it's just better on the Spectre, but having more disables is never a bad thing. Like, Earthshaker is one of the better carriers of it as well. Even a double fissure in a lot of situations can be game changing. You just hit like a 3-man fissure into a second 3-man fissure. Sometimes you don't even need the double hack out.
Here we go. Timmerman up on the back. Spot the BKB looks towards MVM. He's got the heal and regen from DJs. He's pretty much back up to full. Timmerman has to back away.
That was BKB and Satanic by Envy, right? Yeah, so 30 seconds Satanic, 60 on BKB.
Still the BKB down, of course, as well on the Tumba, so he himself will have to hold back before he goes in for another push like that.
All the momentum is pushing in onto them, all 3 lanes.
Yeah. They've got okay ways, as we said, to clean it out. Arbor with the cleave, with the trees, and MV, of course, with the flak. But at the same time, using flaks to sort of de-push the waves, maybe that Liquid can sort of choose to take a fight where he's not going to have it up, which is a large amount of the damage output when the Black Hole's landed. But I get the same to be said that you have this time. If you get a good Black Hole at this stage, you are going to win it. It's very likely.
Very low.
And the Rax is forward.
Making career dies. They have the top flip.
They do. They have got the Black Hole available. Universe find an option to get in. The Rax pretty much dead here. Miracle, he'll look to go forward. They do have the tree toss on the but he's going to get stuck as well. Universe going in with the BKB. Takes a bit of damage there from the Blade Mail of Miracle, but it's not enough to kill off Universe. Actually taking out for the Radius. The number 2 on that moves it right back straight away from Universe. Arbe's going to fall as well. No, he does not have buyback. The buyback play from Miracle gets straight back into the fight as Fanatic is getting forced all the way back to the fountain. The 4 buybacks coming out from Fanatic. Can they hold though? They're without the Black Hole. There's no more one available for Miracle, but Chase still so strong here, Liquid, as they head straight away with the vision onto Pilot GH with the double slam, hitting them all. Universe will come in with the Black Hole onto 3, but it's not enough. Fanatic hit the deck, GG is called, and Liquid at 50 minutes and 30 seconds will here on this stream of the International 2018 stages.
What a swing, what a turnaround.
What an up and down game. It's pretty much as we hoped.